wisdom to shine bright. How you think you see the moon unless in the sun bright? Women claim independence, you can never dim the light. Today's math is understanding, I'm about to get them right. The contrast to its astral take fight. The only thing you really missing is understanding the fight. Supreme, supreme. Starring each sage and weed, I'm about to take speed and enter me, mastering 55 degrees to deity, higher and fire and cold water, into samadhi. You could never know my body. Bars. Naga.
Didn't think I was gonna do it again, but here it go. Returning them bars into the supreme flow. Respect, I only move for divineness. My center point of circle can follow the line in. I manifest supreme being, embodiment, connected to the stars. Light points be my history. Manifesting, bringing back everything that's meant for me. My infantry. You don't really know who on my spirit team. I keep it me. Move through the air like the smoking head. Pick it out, let it go. Black fist in the afro. I'm on a horse, Geronimo, shooting a bunch of arrows on top of every pyramid. Repping just like the pharaohs. I'm repping everything new, I stand in Heru. I'm repping everything new, I stand in Heru. I freed the ibis, so got the bird's eye view. Yo, I freed the ibis and got the bird's eye view. Respect. Naga.
Bars heavy, bench press, you'll get your size up. Yeah, they always want to know really what's up inside us. We riders, don't get it twisted. I'll break in sizes. You modest, I'ma stay king born son. I promise. Try to cross that, you need to know where the line is. I was raised with gorillas, pit bulls, and piranhas. Solar ecliptic, see the reflection through the lumen, and I can see the gold from the sun come up through the turmeric. It's star need bay leaf and time. I'm cooking food again, a hooligan. Knowledge born supreme cipher. The gods two of them. Divine balance in one motion become two of them. Student and the teacher bring the knowledge to both you and them. Student and the teacher bring the knowledge to both you and them. Bars.
I was here, I was there, I was all over the map. From the back, it's a rap, they ain't catch me in a trap. Why you thinking you hard, boy? I'm ripping these bars up. Spit like a sawed off, I'm sicker than nausea. Running rap like a Rajan, you need to take caution. Taking my portion, repping divine one. Shine brighter than 12 suns, you hoping the hell come. You thinking how you thinking, I'm cooking the well done. You can claim they're your peoples, but watch them go tell something. Everybody swear they real, but everybody be frontin'. I'm cool, I'm laid back, I'm rolling the blunt. But I don't care what they say, I just do what I want. I ain't talking to you, so just mind your business. Knowledge is born, and I birthed the wisdom supreme.
Question. Would you die for me?
Yes.
That's too easy. Would you live for me?
Yes.
Careful. Do not say this oath thoughtlessly. Desire becomes surrender, surrender becomes power.
Yo, what it do, what grind, what's going on? And it is what it is. I missed today because, you know, the vibes. I ain't going into all that bull, but I do got some pointers I want to give y'all because my meditations be coalescing. Like I be seeing the whole, I don't want to get into all that, but what I'm going to tell you is it's two things that's about to happen within this bill right now. I'm going to give y'all some pointers on some understanding, and then I'm going to separate because this knowledge can help individual people without me trying to explain it to everybody. There's like no need for me to force to explain the explanation. I'm going to tell you why. And it's subsequent value to the DNA. Some of us are here to raise a DNA level. So beating people in the face with a bunch of knowledge is not going to actually work trying to get one to comprehend, especially when both sides of your mentality that you're dealing with is your problem. If somebody was to lay a subsequent value of DNA functions and twisted them, but that function was from the main source, your power would have to be able to get away from the good and the bad aspect. You ain't gonna feel good if you accomplish a lot. You ain't gonna feel, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just the balance is not gonna be there because everything is coming from both sides of the field. Everything is a false reality. So you got to create the universe within yourself. You got to become the divine being yourself, and that's going to go over a lot of people's heads. But you becoming that individual divine being yourself shows the purity and the connection to the main source, separate from direction and control aspects, moreover to the value of something leading you down one or two particular pathways. It's you being the being, because you can find separate value in that. Now, overall, the people who have contingencies to battle these indifferences, who say, how do you feel like this, or where you get this indifference from? This is what we about to speak about DNA. Well, certain DNAs only resonate with certain creators. So that whole wavelength of energy only resonates with these individual creators. So this is why their conversation or the way delegated towards certain situations are handled in that particular way. It's like people are choosing sides without even knowing they're choosing sides by their conversation and by their will, understanding or not understanding, unbeknownst to them, the level of will that they think they have. Particularly, it's laid in your DNA. So you ultimately choosing one or two sides by the way you are conducting the value of what you think you understand. The point is to understand that it's only divine force, the divine force and a constant, not none of your accomplishments nor your progress, just your connection to that. Now, ultimately, like I spoke in other incremental sciences, I spoke to the value that there's always going to be connections in between the value of the overall source of energy that supplies everything. I was watching, and I was going to do like a screen record of this one PBS joint, and they was talking about they want to know how they don't know where the black holes come from. They just pop in and pop out. They don't know how they get here. I just did a whole incremental science chapter on what that is. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, I know my knowledge is on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I'm watching the PBS scientists talk about the universe and what they know, and they close. They like speaking on things I'm saying, but then they like, duh, we just don't know this and we just don't know that. I just drew it out for you, like literally drew it out for you. There's no other way. Like, you don't have to go look for it. I literally drew it out for you and show you how it happens constantly, in and out of space time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why time doesn't exist on that level. It gets deeper on a whole nother plane of existence. It's like Swiss cheesing. It's like Swiss cheesing the etherical space with divine energies popping through. Bang, bang. They even said it. It was like, yo, the hydrogen was hot and you'll see glimpses of light, but you couldn't see it because it couldn't come through the clouds or through the gases, how they see it in space from way back when. Yeah, that was the energy inside another dimension pushing. It was like, boom, it's about to pop through and create a womb. Well, I ain't about to get all into that. Some of us are able to tap into different information and can explain it. The level of understanding here on the earth is mundane. So it's like I get real drained even just dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? Or even thinking about it, because there's no answers for me. There's no answers for me. You know what I mean? But ultimately, I got answers for other people. You see what I'm saying? So my email is masksquadgreen@gmail.com. That's spelled just how it said. masksquadgreen@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? You can always contact me. I'm going to get another number so I can put it in the screen, and you can call me if you want a consultation. You just shoot me something on my Cash App and we can build. You know what I mean? I can answer whatever question you have with the understanding of how the universe works, all the way down to the incremental value of where you stand in your life expectancy. That's something I'm capable of doing. But me sitting up here giving tons and tons of downloads of knowledge, I'm not keep doing that, because it's for me to hold and obtain, because it really will serve somebody. If you watch this video and this video get as far as it need to get, or the right people see this, share the video, because it's an offer. It's not me keep giving out all my information and watch people use it for their benefit, but don't show no homage. And that right there speaks to DNA quality too. It speaks to the DNA quality of one creator against another. You got to do your science, and you got to read and see how these things go, even if it's not unbeknownst to anybody. They're still speaking to a value. And I can't be held down by no value. Ultimately a rebel, holding on to only the source energy of all. No bodies, no particular individual, nobody with a certain power who's bigger than life. I came in with nothing. I'm gonna leave with nothing, I guess. But ultimately, the science says there is an understanding to that value. So let me show you. And depending on how you take the knowledge that I give you, particularly to your problem, it's going to speak to your DNA existence. And then we can get to that part depending on the conversation. It show you exactly who you are, who you fighting from, who you fighting away from, the reason why you have the ebb and flow in life, because you're probably supposed to be going another direction. And if you go that direction, that's going to be to your creator. And if you go this direction, that's going to be to your creator. And it's inlaid in your DNA. It's inlaid all the way down in the finite information of your DNA. And people think they have to tap into your DNA to get a drop of your DNA to find this information. No, it's within your normal everyday actions. That's how subsequent it is. It don't matter where it came up and what culture, it's in the everyday actions. So you can see where your creator from within your household. So that means the knowledge of the people in the household has to be built up to another level. So therefore you can get the understanding of how the DNA works, the DNA character works. So then you start seeing the DNA character for what it is, and then understand where particularly that character came from, because it's inlaid to a particular energy that's particularly from the universe, not constellations. It's broke up into two parts because it's two that's twisted. So those two has characteristics. It's knowledge on all that. It's knowledge on all that. But then in the same breath, why would I want to follow a person, a being? We're supposed to be rising above rising. You know what I mean? So ultimately, just your connection, the more you connect to the source, what you can be capable of is infinite. It goes past the value of even putting it into some form of capability or circumstance. It goes past the value. You vibing with me at this point, even if you didn't see the stream and you're watching it up to this point, like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Put some stars down there if you made it this far. We're gonna keep going. So ultimately, it's a service. So we run to get approval. I don't want approval from nobody. I'm here to give a service. I don't need approval, but I'm here to tell you, if you come build with me, whatever the problem is, I want to show you a direction within your own personal understanding after the conversation that you can find out is liberating for you, and you could take that. But you can contact me though to get this information. Ultimately, I'm about to start working on real life stories on my Patreon, like real life stories, real life stories, not no like shit that actually happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to put them on Patreon to the next tier. It's real gutter shit. You know what I'm saying? Like real guns, drugs. You know what I'm saying? Real gang shit. You know what I'm saying? Real street shit. You know what I'm saying? Real life shit. Real childhood shit. You know what I'm saying? Like real pain. You know what I mean? It's these stories about to be laid every day on my Patreon, because I said when I got to like 30, 32, I got over 40 incremental sciences. So I got what I need over there for that. If you want to just go build up on the sciences to get, you know what I'm saying? Because I might have missed out on the last couple months and still be lost. So that science is going to help you line up where you need to be and understand what's going on. So that's over there. But on the Patreon, I'm about to do the second tier where the real life stories come in. You know what I'm saying? It's all gangster talk. It's my talk. Not just gangster talk. It's real life shit. It's a lot of gangster shit in my life, though. A lot of shit that happened that shouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, ultimately, you know what I'm saying? It's things that happened to me that shouldn't have happened, ultimately. And I'm going to put it out. It's things that I've beat and accomplished. You know what I'm saying? It's things that I've conquered. It's things that I stood on and went past, and I should have been knocked down by it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's stories that I can express that might help somebody who got addiction issues, who went through different pains of their family, deep, dark stuff that you don't know how you ever going to overcome because it's inside you. But yeah, I can show you all that because it happened to me, and I had to go through the same things. So on Patreon, I'm going to be giving out those stories one by one. And ultimately, you could pay for it if you want to, you know what I'm saying? Come get the fives. Otherwise, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be few and far between what I do on the drum. You know what I'm saying? I'll be putting them up there. But like I said, I'm for a service. And if people really need the access, you really need the help, I don't need nobody just stealing from me, taking my knowledge and running with it, doing whatever they want. Like, I don't need that. And then getting getting the pennies on the back end. I don't need that. But what I can do is I can put my truth out. And my truth, you can't steal. You can't carbon copy somebody else's life. You just be living fake at that point. If you want to wish what I went through in your life, have at it. You can call that. I wasn't wishing on nobody, but when I started telling these stories, if you want to go copy that and make it your life, hey, I feel sorry for you. Um, Ultimately, Divine told me to make my knowledge available. Just don't, just don't flow it out like that. And that is a part of the flow. You know what I'm saying? Like flow actually has to have something to flow on. You know what I'm saying? Like water, earth. You know what I mean? Like so. Yeah, at the value, that's why I'm standing out with that. You know what I'm saying? But just know you're gonna have a lot of things opposing to you, and these things that are opposing to you, they're two different directions. You're gonna feel like somebody's wrong. They're gonna feel like somebody's right. When you start getting in these headspaces, know that you're being liberated from your real choice. Just know that. Know when you start getting in a back and forth about who's better, just know you're being liberated from your real choice. Omni is all, and Omni creates things that want to feel or tell you that it's the most powerful. If I got to tell you or express to you that I'm the most powerful, that I'm not, I ain't gonna hold you. But if you felt this right here, you already know the vibes. Naga.